Hi guys, today we're talking about RV flags. Fly them for teams you like, countries you like, your country's flag, the bar being open, any activity you like. It's a great way to express yourself at your campsite. We like to fly them at just about every place we go, and Mark's going to talk more about it. This is the pole that we like, and it works amazing and it's easy to do. No matter how tall you are or short I am, you can still get it up there. Now, we always start by picking our flag, and that's my job. So I have this handy dandy box that we store in under our carriage. We have a state of Arizona flag. We have my favorite, the Happy Face flag. We have a Scotland flag for Mark's heritage. We have an Ireland flag for mine. We have a well-used and torn ASU flag and a University of Oklahoma flag. And somewhere we have an NAU flag. It's probably in another box. But Mark's going to talk about how we set everything up.
Okay, as Maureen said, she's the one that gets to pick the flags. And as you notice, the two flags she picked our Ireland flag and our Scottish flag, you know, because I have Scottish heritage. Thank you very much, Maureen. So, what we use for our flag is this handy dandy light. So this light is just a solar light. It's not the strobe down that you illuminate a US flag. This is more of a beacon light. So one thing you want to make sure if you use this light is you turn it on before you put it on the top, because once you get all the way to the top, you're not going to be able to turn it on. So here's our little handy dandy bag that the flag comes in. So you take the flag pole out, toss that to the side. There are 3 clips that you, holy Toledo, those clips are hot. 3 clips that go through the flagpole so it doesn't slide down. So here's how we do it. You take the top one, you slide it up until you get to the little telescoping part, and you lock it into place. You go to the next one, little telescoping spot, lock it into place. Go to the next one. Guess what this is? It's a telescoping part, lock it into place. Guess what this one is? It's a telescoping part, lock it into place. But looky there, we see holes. You know what the holes are for? We put the little pin in. One thing I like to do is after I put the pin in, I like to pull it down on top of it. Kind of holds the pin in place. It does have a little, dimple here, so it probably doesn't fall out, but you never know. So next one pops up. Voila, we got 2 holes. We got 1 pin. We put 1 pin through 2 holes, lock it down into place. And last but not least, our very last one, 2 pins, or 1 pin, 2 holes, lock it into place. One thing I will tell you is that in the winter time, this pole gets a little bit harder to move. Right now it's pretty hot, it's about 90 degrees where we are. So the pole does get a little harder to move. So you have to pull it a little bit harder. So the next thing we do is we take this pole, and as you notice, we have these chairs all laid down nice and comfy, getting ready to do what we're doing. So we will take and slide these little contraptions down to the edge of the pole, slide this contraption down to the edge of the pole. Now my handy dandy assistant Maureen has come here to help, and we're
doing this in alphabetical order because Ireland always comes before Scotland.
So she wins with the Irish heritage, I win with the Scottish heritage. So we take and we push this thing down, lock these things into place. Voila. I have it a little far. Ireland's in.
Do you do it at the same time?
Yes, everything's done at the same time.
I thought you'd just be fighting against each other.
Next one, slide it down. Scottish in place.
Wait, it's a little tight.
Little tight. So sometimes you do have to play with these things a little bit to get them in the right order. Slide it down. Now, we have our light. We turned our light on. We're going to stick it in the end of the flagpole.
What's that black thing on the top? Wow.
That is our solar panel. So we get solar light. Oh, and the little rubber grommet thing is used so the thing doesn't fall all the way down the pole.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This pole is how tall, Maureen?
22, I think.
22 feet. So now, if you look back here on the back of our motorhome, we have this handy dandy contraption. Now I'm a little bit taller than the average bear, So this one is not super hard for me to do, but as you do, you put it in an angle, slide it up at the angle, turn it, slide it up at the angle, then you drop it into place. And voila, we have ourselves our flagpole.
There's our beautiful flag. It's time to go.
All right, so now we take the flagpole down, somewhat the opposite of what we just did. So reach up, grab the flagpole, put it down. Now, here's what I like to do. I like to, since it's in the vertical position, hold it up like this, take the pin out. I don't need to take the flags down yet. Take the pin out, put the pin in the pocket, otherwise you lose pins. Knock it down, another pin out, knock it down, another pin out.
How's that work on a windy day?
Windy days are pretty good. It does have a little bit of extra oomph though on a windy day. Knock it down. Now we're getting to the point where we have the flag. So we will come over here to our flag station. Now we want to be mindful and not let the flags hit the ground. So we have our two flags. This is a pretty simple process. All you do is slide the hook up and take the hook out. Take this hook out. Take this hook out. Then we take this hook out. Then stack it up. Now we need, these are these little things that slide up and down. That's where you hook your flags onto. So you do have to slide those up out of the way. Now we got one more here, little oomph on that. Now these two here, we're gonna slide those up. Sometimes these are a little bit harder to slide up because there's two of them together. Slide this one up, a little bit of oomph there. Take off our light. And we are now ready to put it back in the bag. Back in the bag. Locked into position and safely stored for the next RV flag adventure. We are M&M Hit the Road.